rock music for a chill sort of drawing stream. I don't actually have a screenshot that I wanted to draw, although there's people like right outside my house and I don't know if that's gonna come through. Alright, so a chill sort of a time on a new sort of a schedule, and I think that's very nice. Okay, so just one more thing. I almost forgot about that. Hello to you, YouTube Society. I almost forgot about that, and like one other thing. I mean, it's not necessary to tell you if my mom popped into the last stream and sent me a funny message. Just that I think she's trying to. I think she's trying to be enemies with you and best you in battles. Just like, why is this person so mean due to, I don't know, roasting and whatnot? I taking it that way, but I guess I bring it up because I'm still laughing. I see you here and I'm still laughing. Hello to you, Ronan the Shonen, saying that you came at the right time. Hey, I'm trying to be consistent-ish around the right time. My face is messing me up today, but also my hair, I feel like it's doing something stupid today. Can I unstupid it? Oh. Okay. We'll just keep going that way. Hello with a shalom from the Leviathan. How you feeling? And on a Thursday, I feel like last time I was like all asking how you doing and stuff, and then got majorly distracted, and I got like parts of it. But hey, I hope you're well. Middle of the week. I hope this college semester is gonna be easier than the last one. And there's Alisa saying cool, and Susie saying, I want to be friends with your mother. How disappointing. Time to add another enemy to the list. I did say to her after the fact, like when I saw the message that made me laugh a whole lot. Who is this person? Why are they so mean? I did say to her after the fact, hey, this is one of the most valuable members of the community. Sheath your blade, mother. Specifically, put away the giant sword that my mother has. Put away that, don't go finding anyone. Well, she actually does have a giant fork and a giant spoon, and those are supposed to be wall decorations, and also a staff, or as some people like to call it, a cane. There's Leviathan saying, unfortunately I can only stop by. Oh, I'm in voice with my GIF right now and she'll be back soon. Oh, hey that's an incomprehensible body language for me, but it's hey, here's to your happiness. Boom, here's to your happiness. And you rock a pineapple hairstyle. It was bothering me, like when it was like in two weird little lumps, so I tried to put it the other way, but what was I trying to do here? I don't know, but it just keeps getting taller. That's the energy, that's the vibe, that's the energy and the vibe. One of the Shonen is saying, I swear every time I go on stream I lose my pen every time. Oh, I didn't mean to be a bad luck charm, bad luck talisman, but this is terrifyingly easy to lose. Rooster Clark. God, what was the... You're about to see me on WBY, way I'm so rooster core. I could be having rooster teeth right now, the way I'm rooster core. Oh my. And there's the Leviathan going away. That popped in and popped out for these reasons. Like when I think of what I've set up here today for I feel the inability to hold on to any of my brain cells, like I'm trying to hold on to like sand slipping through my fingers, but I know that that's the normal state that I show up to these in. I opened up a bunch of art to just be like, what was my favorite that I made in the past year, and I don't know, like, looking at them all next to each other, I don't think that I have the order correct necessarily. Just that I think I would probably put this one with the red eye first, because I did use a reference, got this reference image, sort of. I mean, you ended up going in two different directions, definitely, but there's a reference image, reference kind of things. Oh, Sans is in here. Forgot there was Sans in this playlist. Let's also go for a shuffle on these cool tunes. As the title of this stream suggests, when I do the hours for it, I basically drew 1 hour for every day of the year. And so it's not the same as drawing every day for a year, the same kind of perseverance that would require. But I'd say that's roughly equivalent, more equivalent than it's ever been. You get one red eye. I think I wanted to put the fire hair favorite character in a second place. I think I wanted to put what's going in third place. This maybe as a third favorite. I can never decide when I'm trying to make a ranking. Did one for Art Fight third and fourth, and the Disco Elysium thumbnails can share fifth, and then sixth, and then there's just like six favorites for the year, and this one's like looking the least complete because I don't know, some of them I wouldn't give a second look to because I don't know, it feels unoriginal. Like some of them I would trace my own reference image, take a picture of myself and trace whatever's going on there, try to learn from it that way. But if I'm not if I'm not really trying to learn, let's look for severance screenshots, then is it just a shortcut to trace an image of your own self? I do wonder. Hello the blob. Hello the lump. Oh, what's the name today? Sucralax diclovius W. Oh, can't forget a W. Can't forget to take a slight dub in here. And where am I going with this? Composition. Let's go for this and look at screenshots with good cinematography. Oh. Screenshots with good cinematography have a lot of detail in this show that I like, that I'm thinking of, that a new season of is coming out today or tomorrow or in 12 hours or something like that. Yeah, I guess that's the sort of thoughts. Trying to figure out how things are composed, trying to draw them, and trying to figure out what I find satisfying from art today. Definitely the red eye. Definitely the red eye, and anytime I draw something with flowy hair, that's a little more satisfying. So some kind of a quick look at some of that, I guess. Where to find some of it without just going here. You're in motion. Conjugants. For some reason, I was like expecting more of the. For some reason, I was expecting more vowels in there. More vowels in there. Sonic the Hedgehog shall dance with you. Although I'm not a Sonic fan, so I don't have the storied classic experience that all Sonic fans are known to have. I'm just drawing some kind of rodent for you. Or some kind of rodent to dance with you. There's, saying, are you serious? My message was censored and I just realized. Oh my. Well, at least we know. At least we know the chat is working. Okay, wait, you're saying I'll fight your mother by internet attacking you. I'll increase my roasting power up to 300%, and your hair looks like you're in free fall and you have too many images to open at the same time. I thought it was very good. I thought it was very fine to open things somewhat chronologically. I thought that like tells a story by situating us somewhere in time. You don't like to be situated in time? Well, I guess what do I expect from someone who doesn't even want to be situated in one body? Is see, that's what I gotta explain. That's what I gotta explain to my mother, whom I love so dearly. I try not to be disarmed in a battle of wits, although I was just watching Dimension 20's Dungeons and Drag Queens, and I think I should never, I'm enjoying the show, but even if I weren't, I should never have something bad to say about it, because the thing that I've learned about drag queens is that any of them could kill me very easily, and that's if they're only using their words. And that's some sharp ass words in that profession. That's professional roasters. That's some wordplay. That's some things you never bothered to notice about yourself. That's some vib ribbon in a little tiny party. Vib ribbon in a little tiny bunch of sounds. I'm mentally mental. All these 3 past streams coming on back. I've been tired. Also, does Sonic have like 2 little ears? I'm drawing this completely from memory, and I have the brush too large. Drawing this completely from memory and hoping that I capture the vibes so Scenic over here can drive. How many hand fingers does he have? Perfect. And who doesn't have the option that merges all the tabs of the same app always active? Why do you want to have all the tabs separated from each other? Are you crazy? It doesn't do it, right? This one for sure. Yeah, I mean, anywhere I grab here, I don't think it's an option. Absolutely, I don't think that's an option. I know that this isn't convincing when I spent a solid 15 minutes of last stream talking underwater. Like, there could be an option somewhere, but I mean, when I grab this and drag it around it, I think they literally do not. I think they very much do not. Hey guys. Hey, what's going on? Hey, hello. I was looking over what are my favorite artworks from last year, from 2024, to see where I went, where I'm going, what have I done. I think this one's that one's 4th favorite, because I gotta put the, I don't know, one that tells me something a little bit more about where I want to go next in artworks. Gotta put that one on the first. 4th favorite. There's also a witch in here from 2023, which that's also a favorite. I wanted to like look at that to center myself. There's saying go to a wheelchair. I literally throughout the course of drawing that, there was so much time that I could have actually watched the series and then gotten a better grasp of the character. Right? What a funny goddamn course of events. What a fun course of events. So you add in the plus to LGBTQ plus, you know. When you add the plus, I feel like it could be perhaps many things. Are you putting it to the power of 10? you know, really needed these days. For sure. Extra sort of gay power. You cannot let it die down. or else the gay generator will never be able to get us to space. Alright, so here is some shoes, and that's sort of a Sonic drawn from memory. As you can see, he has no Sonic. No, between the head and the torso. There's something saying, generally the option appears if you right-click in an empty space of the taskbar. You're shitting me. I'm having a size, minimize, maximize. I have a close. You want me to close it? I'm having a. This is looking empty. It's looking extremely empty. I don't think it's here. But I also did very much just get the message that they're not gonna be updating my windows anymore. They're not gonna be around anymore. They're not gonna be left in the past. God damn it. It doesn't do it. It did. And also I name everything in numbers generally. It doesn't do it. Oh wow, but they all do move as one bar. It doesn't do it. It for real doesn't do it. We can cascade the windows, show them stacked, show them side by side. And there's I don't believe this, and I will see video evidence perhaps. Hello, Tiny South Park. Wait, did you gain more hoodies? Did you get more hoodies? Little move south of parks. South of parks. Huh. And then there's looking at old artwork saying, I would die if I did that, leaving them in 2024. The thing about it is, okay, I don't know if it's a testament to memory, and also it's really rough that these past few streams I keep on coming here with some level of sleep deprivation. Like normally there's just like one where I can break things up. There's not that much sleep deprivation in a week's worth of streams. No such thing. But this time I'm trying like really hard to adjust my sleep schedule so that I can wake up at 6 a.m. to make it to my class that's starting next week. Oh, hey, hello to weirdo. Hello to you. We're looking at old artwork. What did last year give us? What was last year doing? I think here's a number 1 favorite, and here's a number 5 favorite. So there's a range of stuff going on, range of styles going on. This one's Hegpie characters, and this one's Gojo. It's Gojo teaching me the ways of animes. Oh, you gave you depression and a girlfriend. Does the girlfriend improve it somewhat? I mean, I guess that's a tall ask. That's a tall ask to put on anyone, but I don't know. It's a little. I want to believe. I want to believe it's possible. Hey, there's hand cramp. Hand cramp. I was gonna say something else, but I'm having hand cramp. All right, cool. What do you hope for? What do you hope for? Girlfriend and depression in the new year is one way to ask people how they're doing. I think I had questions about original characters, how's the brain cooking and stuff, but wow, cool. I can't remember whatever it was I wanted to remember. Interesting, excellent. Saying it's in the settings, the last option with the gear symbol. Okay, then at least, and I am at least always in here because I'm always doing this. I'm always doing this to try to fix that up. But if there's like 1 or 2 steps in between me and this, then surely you can't be talking like this is some common option. You know, people, you of all people, because you are all people, you should know that people go for the least common denominator. What is all this you're giving me? If I look at my options, you're trying to get me to put the various things of an application into tabs that are all together. I don't know, sometimes I lose things in tabs. Sometimes I'm the person with like 80 tabs open, and I started using 2 different browsers so I could keep track of things a little better, to like compartmentalize them more. And this one, this could never happen because it's already compartmentalized. There's webcomics. Show the badges. Oh shit, it's this one, isn't it? Wait. No, that's a different thing. It's gotta be a different thing, I believe. We've got notifications, we've got news. We've got to ask for help, to cry out for help. Maybe. That might be it. That might be it. There's guy saying I've been watching Korea and Japan vlogs, wondering if that'll be me this year. I mean, I think they offer a pretty good tourist experience. I think, yeah, if you've been watching all the K media, all the J media, all the anime, all the dramas, I think it's hard not to be a little starstruck by walking in there and it's just sort of existing. This must have been how people were about New York when there were more movies set there that weren't Avengers throwing a car into your building. And okay, so it's the gear symbol weirdo saying, because it snowed, but the one friend who lives in my neighborhood and my entire family are sick. Oh, you'd be sad, right? The whole entire East Coast United States is getting snowed, and also down to the Gulf of Mexico. My girlfriend's getting snowed, which when I visited her, it was so incredibly rough to live in there. So incredibly, very muggy, very hot, very bad temperature. I don't like it. And if the snow even reaches there, that's incredible. That's incredible. You said you can never win. Don't mean to bring the mood down, but at the beginning of 2025, I found an old classmate took his life, so the depression carries. Ooh. Come on, don't end that with an I can never win. There's things to look forward to, perhaps, at least. I hate that my go-to for the positive message, never kill yourself, is there might be a cool show that you like coming out, or good music like this year or next year, or there might be more. It feels flimsy to me, but it also feels like the most solid thing that I can come up with, you know? The end comes around anyway, why rush it? Comes around anyway, why rush it? News. Guy saying I want to go for the culture, but also yes, I am a weeb. Not that I was accusing you. Okay, we did see the settings. That was part of the journey. Part of the journey. And guy saying think about food, please stay alive. Hey, the food can be good. And saying the new FNAF movie is coming out this year, so yippee! Hey, I second that. Yippee! Both in a hey, this things you're excited about way, and hey, because you're excited about maybe it's a life affirming way. Yeah, I mean, hey, why not? And saying you're autistic for the there. I shouldn't have tried to pronounce that. There was the option to try to pronounce that. Okay, so I mean, what if I don't like how it looks? What if I don't like how it looks when it's... Oh, okay, that's alright. That's pretty alright. But if you'll notice, OBS over here, I do believe that before it was showing its logo. I don't know, there is literally footage. I can go and check. It was showing its logo and then turned into the indistinct default logo. Hey, heck pie. Hey, how you doing? I was just thinking about what were my favorite artworks from last year, and I think by doing art fight you made my third favorite possible. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? And I didn't get to ask last time because I'm a million distracted 100% of the time. How's animation school going? I hope it's going okay. I hope you didn't get your leg bit off by a bear, which is the worst thing that can happen in animation school, probably. And there's Weirdo saying, anyway, I'm gonna screenshot and share some old art in the Discord. Hey, okay, it's a year in review sort of thing. A year in review sort of a thing. And there's okay, accidentally made the same link in Magma 3 times. Oh right. Okay, guy, I'm distracted everywhere. Saying that girl's in third grade. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, when I look at what I've done for 2024, I think honestly Art Fight led to Art Fight and Disco Elysium thumbnails, and then Commission led to the most fully, like, it's I consider it enough colors completed in there to show to another person. Why are they making me log in to view things? You can't make me log in to view things. You're making me log in to view things. No. The woes of somebody without an account, and there's okay, switch from Memesa to this account, so I'm Memesa. Yeah, the saga of Memesa continues under Ronin the Shonen. It's still showing default profile picture. Oh gosh, that was another thing that I wanted to happen. I think I want like at least one new profile picture. Well, hey, in the shuffle. May I say, if it's a blessed sort of a stream, may I say, if it's a, this has never been part of it before, but I do now have an extremely loud yodeling pickle. I didn't really get this by myself. This was a Christmas gift from my girlfriend, and I have to put my hand over it before it goes. It just feels in the spirit. It just feels sort of in the woohoo. It goes on for so long when I'm no longer in the spirit. Okay, so this guy who's saying, also started watching Little Witch Academia today because I had to take out my braids and I forgot how much I love Studio Trigger's animation style. Oh, every single time there's something trigger. Whoa, okay, what the hell is falling off this desk? Yes, and so saying I'm glad I could help because I was right, I'm such a tech savvy entity. Anyway, that'll be $47,000. Why did I listen to you? This is unbearable. I can't be doing this. Many monies. Comma monies, the two different monies, saying you'll get a different link for the panel. Oh, hey, fun stuff. And Zugday saying the stream has been blessed. It will be double blessed with the pickle song. Hey, excellent. And Hikpaya said, animation school is wonderful. It keeps me the good kind of busy and surrounds me with the best kind of people. Good vibes all around. I keep on wondering. I really do keep on wondering. I don't know. I keep on wondering if I should go to like an art school or if it's like too late. Where do we go? I wanna go. Oh hey, okay, first panel of a webcomic, and it's looking kind of in the proportions of a screen, huh? So more widescreen proportions than the webtoon patented scrolling through it on a phone kind of proportions. Hey, cool start. Hey, the big drama in a stark silhouette. Oh my gosh. Okay, hey, cool. What am I looking at here next? Saying you're in animation school. I bet you're a good teacher. Your students are lucky to have such a talented mentor. Gas them up. That's, it's a funny kind of a slang for hyping somebody up, but most gases like stink, so maybe I should stick to hyping up kind of a thing. Let's talk of and kind of looks like a Cowboy Bebop intro clip that was incredibly stylish, I will say. Cowboy Bebop is incredibly stylish, so you can't really go wrong if it's at all similar. In fact, I was looking for a screenshot to redraw, but do I want to look in the Cowboy Bebop direction, since that is an indisputable, indubitable sort of a favorite. That's like by Sanjaro, so for real, you know, there's no such thing as too late for these things. Follow what makes you happy. I guess if any year were a good year to like stop doubting things, this one's a good year for me. Like, as opposed to other years, one might say, why didn't you start sooner? It could have been any year, perhaps, to start thinking of things in such a way. But also, I don't know, I guess I'm feeling more momentum this year, especially because I'm like, I think I want to make a custom t-shirt. Like for style reasons too, but also probably just start wearing one that says, ladies, are you infertile, ? I will donate my organs. And that's probably gonna work. This is so cute. What am I looking upon as I say my strange t-shirt ideas? Look at that. Oh my gosh, hey. That's like a proper put together. Did you print out a meme? This is like a proper put together kind of a scrapbook page. God, I'm just like looking into their faces being like, do I know them? First of all, with a quick note, LMAO, LOL, forever. I think, God, whatever I was gonna have on a shirt is now irrelevant. I hope whatever place I visit to get the shirt made has like a 2-for-1 special, because I also need that one on the shirt. What am I? Hi? Okay, so you did in fact print out a meme. Need more of that in my 2025. There we go. We're going in all kinds of different directions. These characters? This is so cute. You got all the stickers. It's the same character, the different outfits. I would guess so. Same hair. Yeah, same hair around here. Oh my gosh. Absolutely adorable. Heckpie is saying, Gyro, I'm giving you a head guarantee. Once you overcome your self-doubt, you will become unstoppable. Unstoppability. That's the sort of ability. Oh, the neat way the eye warps in between the shared heads. And honestly, the kind of thing, I'm surprised I don't see it more often with two-headed characters, right? Because it sort of happens in nature a little bit. Whatever's in the middle gets a little bit longer, gets a little bit stretched out if you got the conjoinment going on. Not the kind of conjoinment, but it'll popped out of the womb like that conjoinment. He's so vibe. It's absolutely a vibe. Yes. You guys saying me thinking it's too late for everything as if I'm 60 years old. I mean, hey, I absolutely hear proof of everybody not thinking it's too late for you. This has gotta be, there has gotta be a distinct benefit to hanging out around old people, because they will always tell you that it's not too late. They will always tell you that it's not too late. There's from the shonen saying, and I give you a head guarantee that you will be the best animator after animation school. Like, oh my, conjoined character. Is that a significance? Yes. I mean, I believe this is just a monster sort of design. If I'm picking up on it, what you putting down? Some cool stuff around here. Some real cool plays. I really want to get more into the sketchbook, scrapbook. Have I been using those two words interchangeably? Scrapbook kind of aesthetic kind of a thing, but because like when thinking about it, that's some of the artwork that's made me the happiest, I think, and has been, I don't know, reasonably distinct. I think I did sort of let go of the idea of finding my own artistic voice this past month. I think I did let go of that a little bit because I don't know, I kept thinking that I would really I kept thinking that I would find a style and find a signature style, and maybe I could find 2 signature styles. I kept thinking like that, but also maybe like whatever inspires me, whatever style, cool as heck, whatever I find the most useful to convey what I'm trying to convey. Was there? There's Head Pie saying that you're old in this scenario. Whip a snap out. Okay, most excellent. And telling us about the drawings. Yeah, sure, let's see about it. Lacey from Lacey Games, a horror series on YouTube. An OC. With the eyeball in the middle. And Psyche K from the Disastrous Life of Psyche K. That's really neat. So this one's like the realm of fandom sort of a thing, fandom references sort of a thing. Pretty fun. There's Hegpie saying, fun true fact, I'm 87 years old. Well, no wonder you're out here telling us it's never too late. And saying you're so young. I remember being your age every single time. You should be so excited. Are you like a part of every single age simultaneously? Saying you love spreading misinformation on the internet. It's got my first assignment for the, I guess I'll just, like, I have to, something's bothering my nose, so I guess I'll just like sort of lean off the camera and just like talk like way louder, I guess. So my first class, that's in person. Like, I'm assuming that's still audible. My first class in person, that I've been to since before high school, because I didn't do any of the high school in person. It was all homeschooled kind of stuff. The first class back, my assignment is to do an icebreaker introduction that establishes credibility. Are you kidding me? That sounds terrible. I mean, I was prepared for icebreakers because I may not have been to classes in person, but I've seen it on TikTok and YouTube Short. And so that's how I know that there are icebreakers in classes. But then you're actually going to be graded on what you say about yourself and how to improve it. It is a business communication class, the 107, whatever the hell. But still, I'm disgusted. I've never been more disgusted in my life, and I'm blowing my nose right now. Ew, why? You know, there's gotta be a better way to do this. Here I am just sort of hoping that everything goes all smoothly and stuff. Hoping that I don't go back in the camera weird style. And I'm all, I don't know, put together or something like that. That wasn't even my loudest octave though. That was probably not even there. Okay, so what have I missed over there? After the incredible dislocation of the face. Saying, how could you tell us about the war? And fun fact, I'm an actual copy of Scott. Wait, oh, yeah, you. Oh, I wasn't sure to read that as you are, or you have one. The Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on DVD. Scientific saying that's what the internet is for. According to William Internet, the creator of the internet was created with the only purpose of spreading lies. Like you getting a GF. Hey. It's more possible than you think. Honestly, I saw a video of a bunch of people, like, in the video and also in the comments being like, I've never dated anyone, and I'm 25 or 35. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of people, and it's more common than I thought. And then some people are worried that because they've never dated anyone, when they try to date someone, they will have a disadvantage because they'll be like inexperienced. So I think that everybody should have a test relationship with another one of these lonely people and be like, let's date for, I don't know, 1 month or 3 months or something. Is that really long? If it's really long, then 1 week or 3 months or something like that. And then it just like has an end date, so there's no pressure, and you both know that you're dating specifically so no one can call you inexperienced. And so it's strategy basically. Guys, greetings, heck bye. This is is this hieroglyphs? Remember me, we went to Mesopotamia high together. The thought of time traveling just way back in time, only for there still to be a system of high school. Absolutely brilliant to me. We used to be a problem in Miss Ishtar's irrigation class. The healing frequencies. This is here I am for not muting things. Weirdo saying, I hate when the teacher forces you to talk to other students. Like, what do you mean I must communicate? This is a marine science class, right? It's like, unfortunately, I see it frequently. Like, for marine science, how are you going to do science if you can't tell someone else about the science and then advance the body of knowledge, like, all together? Like, you're all stepping together at once. You gotta be able to at least say the science to other people. But then introducing yourself about it, can't you just be an anonymous vessel that delivers the knowledge or something? Or perhaps have a science name instead. Bring a new identity. What does anything of the past have any bearing on what you're doing anyway? There's one of the shonen saying, as a copy of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on DVD, I agree. And saying, oh my god, Kai from prehistoric kindergarten. It's a reunion. It's a beautiful. So what am I looking for right exactly now? I think the last thing inspiring me in my mind was in fact the thought of some Cowboy Bebop. I don't know, there's a range of inspiration. There's somebody saying, Shadow, those kind of cults never end well. Don't force people to date. Don't force them to conjoin. Conjoin never goes wrong. And saying, Shadow, you simply must stop living your life for the express purpose of fulfilling others' expectations. It was this real video that I've seen, okay? Some people were like really worried that they shall be discriminated against because they haven't had much dating experience. There were the people would be like, oh, you must be a bad kisser. Which, I mean, I guess if somebody is judgmental, you might not want to date them anyway. But maybe it would make the experience easier and perhaps more fun, and you would reduce your own anxiety. All of these people who are like 25 to 35 and regretting never having dated anyone, if they just find each other and be like, for 1 week we are undergoing the snuggles. You may ask for an extension after 1 week perhaps, but that's not even the point of this. You know, it's like it's a real phenomenon is what I'm saying. I still have girlfriend right now. I do still have girlfriend. And I must constantly strategize. You're saying I'm projecting confidence directly in your mind. Free yourself from these shackles. It was kind of strange in the Philippines this last month, cause due to meeting all the relatives, and the way we were doing it was getting into the, I want to say hundreds range. Meeting all these relatives, I hadn't had to like introduce myself or start conversations that many times in a row before, and also I generally haven't met people in general, and so it is a little bit strange, and I noticed my ability to make other people uncomfortable through the sheer ability of projecting inability, the anticipation of the judgment, the lack of confidence on my part can make other people uncomfortable if I communicate it incorrectly, which is I guess that's a really vague sort of a thing. Alright, which characters are around here? Yeah, that's a really good pose. It's a really good pose. I don't know if we'll go with like that. Weirdo is saying, I hate the girl who sits next to me in ELA class, like she's short and homophobic. Okay, something about piling short on top of that, as if it's gonna help her reach a top shelf. It's sort of an intensifier. It's an intensifier around here. It's like quite funny. Let's do this drawing on magma. Oh, most interesting. Let's see some things. And knows that you have a GF, so she'll ask me questions like she literally asked me, what kind of gay are you? Is there no peace in this world? Oh, you did this drawing in magma? Oh, hey. I feel like there's a ton of potential in this program, and I feel like they're like adding more and more. They added a blend. They added the blend tool lately. That's head pie saying, I promise no one worth dating is worried about that. Congrats on girlfriend. And saying that's the wrong link. Oh, okay. Where was the business? What's the business? This is the new one. You did this one. This one starts with the same letter as this one also does. Huh, very suspicious. Alright, so let's have a little bit of a screenshot redraw, but I don't I'm not inclined to think that it's going to be very much. What have I clicked on? Is it just like that? I'm not inclined to think that it's gonna be one of the favorites of the year. I don't know. I think I started thinking about favorites of the entire year, because I saw artists doing the year in review, and I thought a little bit that it would be nice to have a nice year in review, but that's definitely a flimsy sort of way to construct, I don't know, goals for a year, in reference to looking at what other people have done or have got through their life circumstances and being like, wow, my life is not set up in the same way, but what if I only did the part with the goal of being like someone else? Yeah, I don't think I've put that together in a coherent bunch of words very much whatsoever. It's like you're saying, the only dates I know are the ones on the calendar. I need to go out a little more, but I might have a rough fall. Is it with the broken bones? Hey, this could be an exciting new character arc in the YouTube Detectiveverse. This could be an exciting new season in the verse, dare I say. I think it could be very interesting indeed. Yes, like by saying, alright, enough motivational speeches, I'm off to bed. Good night, Spuds. Hey, wishing you the best. It sounds like animation school is a great place to be, and it's really great to hear from you. Really great to talk to you. Thanks for stopping by. There's Weirdo saying, remembering when I did a weird kid bingo and got everything besides 2, it was clearly targeted. Oh my gosh. There's not just the heg pies, but the heg buys. And, okay, correct links. Let's get some right over here. Correct link, indeed. You know, I think I've been starting all of these. I think I've been starting all of these, and I haven't quite been to somebody else's just yet, since starting to start so many of these. Both of you are. I'm so sorry. It's like we're doing backflips over here. It's like we're in the goddamn Olympics. They're saying a good night to a egg of pies. Rejected. I can't help. I can't help but laugh. Huh. Can I still go in a new tab, or does it just pop right on over? Most interesting. I did click on it. I believe there's video footage of me clicking on it. And it did change up here, I think. I just hit refresh, maybe? What? It's okay. I just feel a little silly, as if I may have clicked something incorrect. There's a guy saying also, Sakamoto days, you have been promoted to a spot until it comes back, because this is peak. There's a cat in there, right? There's a cat in there. You're saying Magma is being stupid today. Well, I mean, if you use the select tool to copy and paste your drawing, we could see a copy. We could see a copy in this very Magma, perhaps, if you wanted to. But it's I don't know. It's not necessary, I would say. There's other options, and one of them shall work. Okay, there's shared going on. Shall we see it? Can we see it? Will it? Hey, okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure you gave some details before. Nice Green Day shirt also. You gave some details before. We're going on with, is this original characters, right? Is this original characters, or does my brain betray me yet again? Do I forget yet again? Original characters up in here? Let's get water. Okay, originals out here. Hey, there's some portraiture up in here, and I like the style with which you've written the name. Indeed. And there's the chat saying, okay, I tried. The exits are vacuum sealed. Apparently I tried before. My older conjoinees remembered it to me. I'm so sad. I see. So the memory is sort of compartmentalized. So is there a chance, if you simply shift it around a little, I could be talking to a totally different set of memories? How compartmentalized is it? And Widow was saying, well, off I go. I say, well, falling into a hole which seems to have no bottom. Thanks for stopping by, Widow. Good to see you again. I hope there are good things and joyful things happening in your life. And there's saying my drawing pad is a $20 one from Amazon. Oh, huh. But was that a recent and not so recent development? In any case, it does look very much like you are making the most out of it, I do believe. Kai saying Sakamoto days. It's too long to read. It's about a retired hitman who was once skinny but is now fat and a family man, and makes people and works at the family convenience store while also not killing enemies. It's to have not killing enemies be such an important part of the plot that it turns into an action of itself rather than an inaction. This already sounds like a wonderful type of show. It's like Sakamoto was fire and way better at drawing in an actual notebook. Oh, okay. Because kind of, I guess a notebook, one of the main things from a notebook, and I guess if you take care of the settings on a drawing pad, at least, or if it's got a stylus that just goes a little bit in and out, I guess, pressure sensitive. Does this one go in and out? I guess a little bit. The main benefit of the digital drawing pad versus versus using a mouse is the pressure sensitivity. I'm sure you know already, but I think the pressure sensitivity and also opacity, I think like layering it like that is the closest that you can get to regaining the sketch pad and paper sort of a confidence. sort of putting those elements together with some reduced opacity and that, and then I don't know, might feel as confident as the pencil soon with those kinds of settings, perhaps. Yeah, it's like they say, each message I've sent in this chat so far has come from a different part of the entity. Oh, well, we're kind of all together now, aren't we? We're kind of all together. There's Kai saying if he kills, his wife divorces him, so he does. Oh my wife's divorced me for less than that. There's something uniquely hilarious about being multiple times divorcee and like saying that it was really easy for it to happen. I mean, how easy was it even to get married the multiple times? Something had to go into that. Something had to go into that. And yet, something also goes into the multiple divorces. I know it happens in real life. My grandmother, maternal grandmother, she has so many divorces. She had my mom always jokes that she's long overdue to make a book about all of those divorces. I tried to ask her one time, Grandma, why'd you have so many divorces? And she was like, I didn't know that when they were the right one. And okay, so let's put some of this together. Oh, some kind of a dot, some kind of a beta has gone on there. And okay, I do kind of want to look up what Sakamoto Days looks like. See if I've seen it around. Oh, 100%. Oh, very much new. So okay, so when I think of oh, that's something I wasn't quite sure about when readjusting the schedule. For a couple of years now, I've had an alarm set for commenting on a webcomic that updates on Thursdays. Oh no, I guess it's nothing too serious. Nothing too serious going on in various streams. I was just gonna say that when I think of Sakamoto and the mental image of a cat in Japan comes up in my head. If I look that up, yeah, okay, that's the black cat from Nichijou. There we go. Okay, I knew that was there for a reason. That's absolutely there for a reason. Guys saying I read most of the manga for Sakamoto Days. I should really continue it. Oh, I like how much of it is there. I mean, I guess in order to have anime be made, I suppose there's a reasonable, decent amount. Strange thing about this comic, I mean, it has updated sometimes when I'm recording a stream, but emphasis on recording, it was mostly the Disco Elysium things that were there, and also it goes on hiatus randomly, so even if I want to catch it, it may not be there. It may not be there indeed. Okay, there's wait, you're talking about I'll try to get the world record for divorces, and it's spelled a bit differently. This could be anything. I'll start divorcing you and everyone else in this chat. I'll see you all in court. And what I'm getting from this is that if you marry John Cena, this is an old ass meme, but it came up in my YouTube recommended. You have to stay married to him because you can't see him in court. You can't see him. His time is now. Why is my brain so ancient at all times? I wonder this to myself, and I cannot answer myself. There's talk of, what if I divorce you first? Too late. No, that is the power of a conjoined hyper lawyer indeed. Alright, what can I make of this? I started making this box, but I guess that's the That's something that's common that I always do all the time. Make something and then I undo it. So let's undo the box. There's currently 197 chapters. Oh my, that's extensive indeed. And then okay, do I know how I would want to outline this? Because this is a really cool pose. Look at that with the cowboy bebop up in here. That's a good pose. It's a cool pose. I wish I had more of a grasp on two characters posing back to back, holding a gun or something. Yeah, I guess you could hold other things. Alright, so let's block this out, I suppose, and I could go screenshot redraw because that's the title of this, or I could go in a different direction and it could be anything. I don't know, we'll find out. There's okay. Have I got it on the wrong settings for it to be going like this? Or was something selected and we don't want it to be that way? Select the whole thing and then start drawing, please, like this. I've done something incorrectly. I have done something that's not happening. Do I just refresh? Maybe. Unless Kai saying, I like both Ronin. Usually I read the manga of an anime if I really enjoy the story. Oh, starting from the anime usually. So this does sort of imply, Kai, that there are definitely many anime out there that you've seen that are so trash and not worth reading the source material, not worth hungering for more, because the hunger does not exist. Where the hell am I? So, is opacity what I'm wanting to do here? This doesn't seem right. This does not seem right. What did I do? What did I do? Every day I'm suffering. Huh. Oh, was I just like clicking in the wrong area? Every day I'm suffering and it's a way of my own design. Okay, cool, awesome, excellent. Saying I read the manga to skip the filler. Oh, how often does that happen really? How popular is filler? There's somebody saying, hello, I'm Kidkus. I just found these streams. The content is amazing. Keep up the good work. I'm feeling very insecure that it's perhaps opposite day, because you're reminding me of somebody if their name was spelled backwards, and so that must mean that it's backwards day, opposite day. This isn't just the self-doubt talking. The content is not amazing, but simply amazing. Instantly cease the mid-work, perhaps, if I'm reading between the lines, if it's opposite day. See, this is why reading comprehension, the past couple of times I've taken a test for it, it's no problem for me, because basically I have the reading comprehension skills that I have close to mind reading. I'm in your head wherever you are, wherever you go. I'm in your head about it. Other things, not so much theirs. Kai saying correct. Also, sometimes I feel like the anime is good enough for me. Oh yeah, like no need for more of it. I do wonder how many times there's like a show that is a little bit more acclaimed than the comic or original. There's one of the shonen saying, I looked at the preview of Berserk and now you need Bleach. Whoa, what you getting into? What are you getting into? And okay, what am I getting into as it opens up some things? Okay, so if I look for Berserk on YouTube, okay, So it does have I do remember the art style. This is one that I knew partially, a little bit, because somebody tried to make it in a free 3D program to see what they could do in there. They've got some brutality in this one, haven't they? They've got some brutality. They've got some. Woo! Oh, homeboy is losing limbs. Interesting. Oh, somebody is saying, "I'm for real, Mr. The content is beyond good. The current art you're doing is better than any Picasso sculpture. I'm being murdered. I'm being killed. I need to call the opposite police." What's the opposite of a police? A doctor? Well, I guess that also helps with being killed, however. That also helps with being killed. This talk of don't, I'm not joking, stop. Hey, well, luckily, luckily YouTube did not show me very much. Yeah, I feel like I've seen some warnings about Berserk, but some warnings, but not very distinctly. I'm definitely forgetting more than I remember. It feels like forgetting more than I remember, but maybe that's just because the last few times I've hopped on the live and started to articulate my thoughts. The last few times I've done that, I've been absolutely struggling and losing the fight to adjust my sleep schedule. 6 a.m. It shouldn't be too hard, and yet it's way easier to see that hour from the other end, the not waking up end. Alright, so let's try to get a general silhouette, and then maybe that will help me to know where everything is if I try to have the general silhouette and the flesh color. You know, sometimes you're just lost in the deluge of flesh, and that's perfectly alright, you know? Sometimes that's what this world gives you. The flesh deluge. And here is this, and here is more of this. I had the thought that doing these outlines would help, but I think probably it only helps if you're pretty careful about the proportions. So maybe it can only help with the outer bits, the outer noises. I'm saying noises because I'm listening to music and thinking of the noises that it makes, I guess. There are 2 arms going on here, and in this. There's messages going on here. You're saying anti-police is the opposite of police? I suppose so. What is that, like a citizen trained in first aid? There we go. That might be the opposite. There's a mysterious individual saying, "I'm a policeman. I work for the police station. I have a badge and a hat that proves I'm a police. I'm a man too, so I'm a policeman. I was born this way. I know treatment worked for me." No treatment, you say? Why do you say such a thing? Just to establish trust and credibility, I'm sure. God, that's literally what the weird little introductory assignment that I'm about to be doing about. It's about establish credibility. To me, credibility is specific. I think it's like specific to doing a certain task. You can be credible in a specific task. Alright, so the head is like this wide, and if it's like this wide, it like goes over here, and then if it like goes over here, that's like right about here, and then if your head is still this one, and then it goes over here, and then it goes over here, and then it's like half as much of it, and you're over here sort of, and that's a silhouette, I think. I don't know, it's pretty close. But does this establish the same kind of joy that I might feel from the favorite drawings of last year? If I'm not leaving the past behind, and I am in fact learning from it, learn from the past art, and how can I be happy? How can I be happy in comparison to the 6 times that I had been happy with the art? You can put some strands of hair down. You can put a tiny snub-nosed gun way back here in the pose. Huh. Is that really how it will work? Like, it makes logical sense to me looking at this pose. But also, I've never thought about this one before. There's no forgetting to exit out of the paint bucket and saying, "Who was that handsome guy in the chat? My goodness. Have you increased the amount of the people in the chat? Have you perhaps attracted somehow someone very handsome? Not to be flirting. There's some here we are. Here's this image up in the stream. I'm like eyeballing it and trying to absorb what a reference image is made of by measuring all the distances and such. I say all the distances, but if I were actually measuring all the distances, I would learn way more. I'm just like holding my fingers up to that guy's head and then being like, how big is everything in compared to it, kind of thing. Rather than showing it saying, I'm not going to draw for a little, I'm going to read the rest of Volume 5 of Scott Pilgrim. The dedication to Scott Pilgrim continues. Hey, that's some dedicated stuff. There's some handsome individual saying, I'm cute because I was born handsome. No treatment worked for me. The implication to me seems to be that no treatment worked to make you less handsome. No treatment could correct this ability. Same reference, of course. When will you learn to remember each pose and muscle in existence like a real artist? You should be able to remember the way photons bounce on any kind of matter. I mean, it does make me curious. What can I remember right now? Like, if I was trying to remember the word for imagine, I guess, and almost said Google Deep Dream, but in my head. No, it literally did not come from Google. Humans have been doing this for years, forever. Let's go around the canvas. Hey, it's some very good energy all around here. Woohoo! Let's hand off a little thing. I'm growing a flower on you. I'm growing a flower on you indeed. And it's a little accolade. Well, I mean, I guess if I draw that at the same time as Undertale music is happening, then it comes across as a slightly ominous symbol. But it's supposed to be little appreciation flowers around here, because appreciations are happening over here, dare I say. And there's okay. What can I remember or know the word for imagining, because I do want to be more focused. I do want to see more end result. So let's go for this, I guess. And if I liked the very spiky sort of very thick for no particular reason eyelashes, just stylizing it up, then of course let's go for that again. Go for some eyeball in some angles, go for some this, and of course everybody knows if you add more of the lines around an eyeball to represent the wrinkles of the skin, then it's going to look like a more advanced sort of eyeball popping out of the skin of wherever you may be. I mean, skin isn't the only place to put an eyeball, but they're frequently coming right out of there. Alright, so here is more of this, very spiky, and at this moment it's appealing for me to put that in the side profile of a head. I don't know, we can readjust as we're going. Do some kind of Lore Olympus kind of anatomy with this skull and nose. And are we happy or are we angry? Oh, look at that expression practice. We so angry. And I suppose this isn't exactly remembering how the light bounces off every single thing, but it's very nice. And then some of my favorite teeth that I've ever seen, they're drawn with some gums actually descending, making a little pointy in between each teeth. And so you would go like pointy, pointy, and that's how to make the gums. Pointy, pointy, pointy. And yeah, there we go. There's one kind of a thing. There's somebody saying, in all seriousness, I've come up with a concept, and I'm amazed by the mental image of it. Oh, really, you say? Cowboy night in a western kingdom. Unfortunately, sometimes the way my eyes read things skip from like one line to the other straight down and sort of mix things up right now. And this is so you're explaining your excellent image, of course, but just know that also in my head as I'm receiving the image there is also a cowboy condom. He uses a gun and a shield and wears an armor with a cowboy hat. He rides a horse, of course. So a cowboy night. There's some good combinations. There's some good combinations in there. So a gun and a shield, we say. Is the shield perhaps calibrated to guns, or are the guns a little bit can you expect to be shielded from like I did very much watch a history video that asked us how well did armor work, how did people attack, how did you survive, and apparently the rich people armor made totally of metal back in the day with the knights and such. What kind of silhouette do I want for hair? Like this, extremely wild. I don't know, it could be wilder, but I guess I'm putting some actual right angles in it. And mathematically, is that kind of wild? Also no. There's guy saying, I come back to see you drawing a jump scare. It's not even jumping a little bit. This thing only jumps if you move suddenly, which is also what people say about their very friendly dogs. So, I am sorry. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. Well, what sort of ideas are we putting together? Like, historically, my favorite idea to combine a cowboy with has been witches, I think. Cowboy witches, but that's not even my idea. That one's from Tumblr, and I cooked it a little in my head, even if I've never brought an idea to completion, I believe. Kai, I don't know if you're in and out of here, but things we could combine a cowboy with. I feel like it adds some good flavor to things. I feel like I'm going witches. You're going knights. This isn't the limit of places we could go. I want to say convenience store worker, but that sort of implies to me that somebody started out as an ordinary convenience store worker in modern times and then somehow got transmogrified. I didn't really even start explaining about this jump scare, about this little spooky dooky, freaky deaky. I didn't start explaining whatsoever. I wanted to see what exactly I am able to draw. What am I capable of drawing with no reference image? However, okay, so I'm not staring directly at a reference image to absorb its powers into my drawing like I usually try. But the inspiration of the previous year is with me somewhat. So is that it, I wonder? Is that not perhaps qualified? What do you know, Deutschland? My goodness. And then I'm assuming that this acronym is what that is when it's not translated for us. Hey, most interesting indeed. There's somebody saying, cowboy witches just isn't as cool as cowboy knights. They have guns and shields. It's so rad and historically inaccurate. So I see my pitfalls with cowboy witches is that they were just 100% historically accurate, and if I walk into any museum, it's gonna tell me exactly that. I mean, I knew I was tripping on something somehow. I knew there was a pitfall. I just wasn't quite sure how it would go. Okay, and then for bodies especially, I'm very much extremely tempted all the time not to be confident in what I may or may not have learned about bodies and positioning them. Alright, let's continue in an angular fashion. And I want it to be sort of an arm wrestling pose. Angular. And I am still using the angularity as a crutch, however, to decrease the realism so I don't have to confront the limits of my ability, and we're gonna call that one stylization. We're gonna call that one having an art style. And there's guys saying they can turn you into a frog while yelling yeehaw. I gotta find that post that I don't know, originally inspired that, because it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. This is just different K-word associations that I'm going around with here. It's one of the shows saying, I've been listening to the album What Do You Know, Deutschland by KMFDM a lot. Oh, hey, nice. I've really got the feeling that I haven't listened to full albums and really experienced music in their full sense that much. KMF, and we want a DM after that, and we want a What Do You Know? What's it looking like? Ooh, now that's some powerful art. No wonder you're starting a web comic in the first panel, the 3 main colors. It's because it looks good. You feel the love of other things that you have admired, other arts reflected in your own arts, you know? Some good stuff. Almost every day, don't know why. There's what you're saying. I mean, cowboys and witches coexisted in the same time period. That makes it less interesting by a factor of 67.8%. I'm just getting more deeply, incredibly, burningly, that's not really a witch pun, burningly curious about what it means. How much do you know about witches? Because I was gonna go out here writing a whole little story, writing a whole little fictitious about the witches. I apparently haven't even done my research. You're more of an expert around here. Hey to you, Zira Mekiba. Hello to you. On the Tuesday, Thursday sort of a circuit. Here we are, establishing a different sort of a schedule for me on streams. How's life? You're saying that you revisited old performances of your favorite music artists. I miss their old sounds so much. That's so uniquely difficult because on the one hand, every person has a right to grow and change, and sometimes they grow and change into beautiful things. On the other hand, it's like, the person's art that you fell in love with is gone, and it's not coming back because something else grew over it, and you can't really be the same person who made that first stuff again. I mean, you could probably make a whole career off of it. This kind of thing of styles of art that an artist leaves behind and leaves by the wayside because they just grow into something else. That kind of thing really makes me wonder. Like, can other artists, can their fans even, can they just borrow that old style? Can they just do their own thing with it? Because I mean, you're not using it anymore. And people still appreciate it. This is, in a way, I hear myself, and I know that that's freak shit, as one might say, as I'm saying right now. It's freak. It's a weird relationship to have with an artist. There's Ronan the Jonas Things with Harry Potter and the Blair Witch Trial. Suzuki saying, generally with common knowledge, I don't need to know much about witches to know that I'm a witch, however. You're just gonna sprinkle that in at the end. You're just gonna sprinkle that one in there. Casually. I'm loving the contrast, I will say. That's so sudden. It cracks me up. Alright, and then for shoulder, we're gonna figure that out a little bit more. Like this, I don't know, I think the shoulder goes low. I think the shoulder goes low. Not that I'm going anatomical correct with this one. But I think I had the idea of maybe this is in a little bit of an arm wrestling pose, because is that the scenario where I most commonly see people from a side profile? Why would this be true? I don't watch that much arm wrestling. Alright, so it's like this, and it's like this, sort of, more or less. Cool. There's big old hands going on like this. There's common knowledge about witches, apparently. And saying all of KMFDM's albums have good cover art. Okay, some fun stuff, some cool stuff in there. I've often wondered for a really long time whether all of the art that I've looked up to, or any of the art that I've looked up to, can be visible, like if the love for it that I have can be visible in what I make. But I mean, that requires the conscious effort to imitate it. Absolutely. It requires focus, sheer power of will. And so yeah, it's totally possible, absolutely. But you're not just gonna grow into it without trying. Okay, so this and this, and what are you looking at? What are you looking at? And some Tumblr post or some song. Put your hand on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, baby. Let's go to site. It's Reddit. God. What exactly goes on over here? Oh, hey, you did find the post. Yeah, it's so old at this point. It's so old at this point. Look at the pixelization on this one. I'm just like, I'm a fan of this concept. They got a rhyme for it. How could I not be a fan of this concept? Rootin', tootin', toil and shootin', fire burn and cowboy bootin', eye of newt and spicy beans, toe of frog and denim jeans, whiskey grits and demon spittle, tossed into my iron griddle. With the tannin of our hides, something wicked this way rides. That's 6 years old at this point. Somebody, the people of the world, should very much have a full cowboys are witches kind of story. And that's 6 years old at a minimum. 6 years old at an absolute minimum. It probably is actually older than that. Full with the lore, with the everything going on. I say this as if I haven't been like stewing on the idea for like 4 years at least. And Ronachun is saying, oh yeah, I forgot, 2 days ago was the 22nd anniversary of Lemon Demon. Oh my gosh. When I think of the face of Neil Ciceriga, creator of Lemon Demon, I don't think of a particularly old face, but wow, it's storied. You mean Lemon Demon the artist or Lemon Demon the album artist? 22nd on 22nd. Oh hey. Oh, that was pretty fun. I wonder if an artist has ever like just sort of decided to. And also thank you, YouTube. It's like thank you. Thanks for finding the post. I was going to legitimately get sidetracked for a full minute, whatever the hell, looking it up myself in total silence. And okay, the 21st, and Neil Ciceriga is like 35. Huh. This is really making me curious about the history of a Lemon Demon. When did Ciceriga start Lemon Demoning it? Time shenanigans. Oh, 38. Oh, okay. This, they keep it saying, I'm in the future, it's the 24th for me. Lucky people of the world, experiencing the future right now. Talking about time zones in 2003. Oh, huh. 2003 of Lemon Demon. I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to perceive a Lemon Demon. I would not have been able to perceive it whatsoever. Alright, so here is a little bit of a shape. I think there should be a lot of... I think there should be some kind of cool cape. I think there should be some kind of cool cloth flowing thing, but we're gonna have that flow in a very geometric way. Bum, 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 bum. Drawing this thing to see what is it that I can draw from. No reference, absolutely no reference. Let's go like this, no reference. Alright, so here is, I think the most you can have it is like you can't swing these things outward too much if it's like a bunch of tassels. And look at that. There's January 21st, 2003, 2008, more like 2000 late. And we're in the show news saying, I'm gonna cook some dinner, so I'll see y'all later. Hey, get that nourishment. Get some good nourishment. See you around, and thank you very much for stopping by, sharing the creative pursuits. It's always good to see you. Goodbye to ya. So I'm gonna give it just I feel like I do hear the black-eyed peas. That was there. No, okay, no. The black-eyed peas lyric was, "We're so 3008, you're so 2000 and late," kind of thing. And that's the lyric that I'm thinking of hearing in the voice of Fergie or something. Alright, so here's this, and here's this, and I guess they could be a little tangled. That looks more organic to me, even if I'm using a bunch of angles all at once. A bunch of this, and something should be going on here. And so he's saying, so what's your conclusion on my cowboy night in a Western Kingdom concept? It's amazing, isn't it? Are you loading a full machine gun? A full machine gun? That seems like a two-handed process. If I counter back with some kind of a weapon extremely quickly, how long does this take to load? I'm dead on the floor surely. I'm dead on the floor surely because this isn't getting me anywhere. I can if you let me see your toes, then we could get somewhere, but we're not getting anywhere currently with this nail clipper. Where the hell was I going with this? What do I think of the concept? So the knight and they're both in a scenario that has duels in it. So that similarity, that overlap, has got to make it a little less interesting by a factor of 67.8%. If the math is correct. But is there interest? Yeah, sure. You want to see my toes? What did I say? I didn't say anything. So, is your concept interesting though? Because even if I'm not seeing them grippers, I'm seeing into your mind. So there is potential in here. What does a knight go herding about? Like they're both working for someone else, and having I don't know, perhaps honorable trade. Does the cowboy knight usher around a herd of nobles that are therefore cow themed? Okay, I guess the cow theming is optional. I'm seeing where this goes, because we can't simply stop. You can't stop till you get enough. And do we have enough? No, we don't have enough. We need a world. That's my opinion on things. You always need a world. There's I'm subscribing and conjoining on existing. I do declare this could be the third unconjoinment. The third unconjoinment of here. And this here Mickey appearance. Hello. Oh, a tiny faceless cat was thinking of. I'm interpreting it as the booty. Oh my god. I can't believe you're thinking of the booty. And not two booty. It could be, you could have double the amount of booty. Okay, so let's, oh, did that start moving something around? It did not start moving anything around, actually. Wow, okay, is this the part that I would want to see, or is this the, okay. Let's look around this. You were just kidding. And now I'm witnessing not only toes, but ankles. This is some kind of an escalation. It's some kind of an escalation. How could I know it would happen? Use it wisely. I'll try to use it wisely. But the last task I was on was imagining a world around your cowboy knights. I feel like the nobles that are sort of a cow metaphor, either a metaphor or literally having some qualities. I feel like the degree of this idea is up for debate, because what does the knight take care of? The knight takes care of nobility. And what does the cowboy take care of? Cows. And therefore it must track. It must be said. It must be tracked and also said. this is how it goes. Okay, so here's a selection, and here's this. Why isn't my selection working? Whoa, hello! Hey, Chicks saying show streaming on an Australian Friday. Wild, how's it going? I've decided on so the day before yesterday and today. For me, that's Tuesday and Thursday. I've decided on those for streaming, I think. Yeah, and then maybe some weekend gamer streams, but that'll be the basic structure now. Basic structure indeed. And saying, as an irresponsible and immature person, I just figured I'd put some mac and cheese in the microwave. Okay, but it didn't catch on fire or anything. You good? You're cheesing it up. You're obtaining the nourishment from the cheese. Hey, that does not seem immature nor irresponsible. That seems like some cooking ability. Let's shrink the peeps. Let's shrink the peoples on down. Shrink those peoples in this drawing. Hello to you, I just arcade. And saying, what do knights do? And cowboys. I'm just visualizing it visually, aesthetically. What do you mean? Do you not care for the depth that comes with combining these ideas? Because you strike me as being deeper than a kiddie pool. You strike me as being deeper than a puddle, a glass of water, or my leftover water bottle from like 2 months ago. You're deeper than these things, and I speak to you on this level. Of course, of course. There's a whole world that can unfold around putting two different things together, and that's how the best ideas are formed, I think. And well, the very best ideas are formed through a little bit of contrast, because then that's eye-catching, idea-catching. That's most interesting. And so I guess I've seen this concept explored already, because I don't know, some contrasting ideas were eye-catching enough that they became a trope and the novelty wore off. Some people have done that in the form of a cowardly knight. However, I guess to me something eye-catching would be a suspiciously clean cowboy. Shined up for any reason. What's wrong with the children saying just a 6-year-old in an older body saying all this? Saying, I remember you mentioning Tuesday and Friday streams, but I thought that might have been for your time zone, right? I hadn't quite settled on it yet, so I guess Australia time zone, that works out to Wednesday and Friday. But then, you're not the only one in the chat experiencing a 24th day of the month as well. There's Ludic saying, Shadow, I had this idea yesterday, give me a break. You want me to learn about knights and cowboys so fast? I'm not a historian. If I learn about cowboys also, I shall therefore catch you up on this. It depends on how dedicated you are to the idea. I don't know, I thought about researching cowboys for the combining cowboys and witches sort of idea, because I think if what's going on? Oh my god, you're not only in the boots with the lone star, the buckles are swashing. I want to say it's swashbuckling, but I know that's for pirates. I know that's a pirate term. There's some cool stuff going on right here. Neat. Whoa, hey Jojo Pop. Is the emoji of the day in fact a cowboy? I'm really feeling it suddenly, like yeehaw, partner. Well, it seems strange to say, but I'm feeling it though. There's so cowboy themed, the cowboy stream. I have kind of wondered if I would be able to make a full story sort of thing. I'll be passing around a garlic phone. you know, I do very much say over in this description that I'm open to ideas and suggestions. So I guess when I try to draw something with zero reference, this is approximately what comes out. I think that's some neat sort of a thing. I'll click on Garlic Phones. Why not? We can be going in there. We can be going in there indeed. And Hijinks Arcade is saying, so I found out that apparently the new Severance episode comes out at 1 or 4 in the afternoon or something. How is that for you? But also, I don't know if we'll be able to watch it right, yeah. Like, gotta wait for it to be, like, accessible, whatever we may find, and, like, I think it was coming out at like 3 in the morning my time. And so I think I would have to I'd have to catch you later. I think I'd have to catch you tomorrow, because on the one hand I keep being up at around 3 in the morning. I could try to wake up that early. Because I'm trying to wake up at like 6 anyway. But then 6 starts to be some peculiar time of night. This business with the time zones. Okay, a regular sort of Gartic phone. Shall it be very short? So what starts out a sentence? Once upon a time, let's have somebody very important and some kind of consequences to go with it. Somebody very important. The president of Nintendo. There we go. The president of Nintendo. May real. There were a lot of ways I could have gone with this. There were a lot of options that we had. I'm gonna say I wasn't sure if it would be the drawing version. I wasn't sure. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Okay, how are we doing in the chat? Things that I've missed. Howdy, partner. Yeeter Haws. Whatever else they say. Away because of when it would be put on the website for us to watch. And there's something saying, you guys watch shows together and you travel to Australia just for that. Amazing. You guys really commit to it. I mean, hey. Hee-ha, hoo-hoo, ha-ha. What sentence was I going to say about that? Okay, do I know what Kenny looks like? Do I know what Kenny looks like, or am I too busy yapping? I'm in a Gartic phone. South Park, please, Kenny. Yeah, okay, I knew what he looks like. He is orange. We know him as orange. But first of all, there's like a flesh color, and you have enough, skin showing for it to be like a football can hit you right there. And here you are. Pretty good. Wasn't sure what mode of Gartic phone it would be. Okay, what I guess I don't even have anything that I'm particularly questioning. We just start the sentence that there is what, and then I go along with that. What indeed? Okay, so here you are, very orangely, and you can have your arms popping off terribly. What would even cause your arms to pop off terribly? We don't really know. None of the years. But yeah, the watch-alongs and such. Yeah, so far we have seen we've seen Dungeons and Dragons playthroughs from Dimension 20. That one's that sort of thing. They've got some of their stuff on YouTube. We need blood. You have no more eyes, but now you just look evil. Okay, so I have my regrets. I have my regrets in the prompt that I've chosen. has, there could have been more detail in here. I feel like there can be a GIF. Oh right, of the process. I've really pronounced that in some kind of a way. So far we've seen Dungeons and Dragons shows, and
Once upon a time, the president of Nintendo made Emperor Rio.
I really did have the option. I really did have the option, not his head saying what is in, you know, this should be the first Google search result for it because no further questions are needed. Basically, it has to do with pregnancy, and then all of the, I feel like my life is happier when I don't Google search any images related to that because it's a fright, you know. Kai out here with the full explanation. Yes. I apparently when I see a quarter of the time left on the clock, I automatically start to say some kind of wild thing in the typing. Automatically. Oh, okay. So there's more explanation. In the very basic sense, Ronan the Shonen, I will say, it doesn't get any better explained from Google image search. All pregnancy image on Google image search makes my day worse, I think. It's frankly messed up that can happen to anyone. There's just going on. The link is still in a magma. If anyone wanted any more, double link. Yep. And saying, so knights and cowboys, there will definitely be a sheriff in the kingdom. In the middle of a desert, there'll be a medieval-looking tavern. Now that's pretty similar. There's always a place of establishment in which to imbibe alcohol. Medieval-looking tavern where there will be shooting and horses. The horses are pretty in common too, and then you're saying that when I put together the cowboys and the witches is at a 67.8% decrease. I'm remembering now. My memory is working suddenly. It's working well suddenly. Decrease in interestingness. Look, if there's also a horse and there's also a tavern, I'm feeling that you're brought up to like at least 87%. Less interesting. If I were to roast it, but I don't roast, I encourage, is what's going on. There's Hijinks Kid saying Dungeons and Dragons 2 has been so good so far. Yeah, I feel like the motivations of the story could be stronger, but the questing queens are still very entertaining. It's good to see them actively. Right, I'm really wondering if, like, by the time it gets to the ending, then is that going to be much clearer? Like, will the motivations finally have solidified by that point? Will it feel good and satisfying for the ending? I wonder. This is saying I'm in break. I say this knowing that this comment will never be readed, lost among many others. Well, am I experiencing a paradox? Are we experiencing a paradise? Are we experiencing a paradox and a paradise at the same time? There's Hutchings saying waiting for the new Severance after the amazing premiere of season 2 has been painful. Irving and Dylan are the true best characters. I saw one of your last messages before I went to sleep. Okay, now I know that it's in drawing mode, so I can do more of this and we get better results with recognizable characters. Winnie the Pooh, and we want in a scenario gets divorced. From who though? I guess that's up to you. Think of another character, I guess. New round starting. But yeah, I saw one of the messages before I fell asleep. I was going to answer, but then I'm asleep. And so you watch out for like people's articles, like specifically published news articles about Severance, because for some reason the reviewers were allowed to see the whole season like 10 days before the first episode dropped for any of us, and straight up published a bunch of spoilers. That's why I unsubscribed from the subreddit to begin with. And so I'm like a little bit on edge, but also I'm like in trepidation. Stick figures just. He's saying stick figures just. Oh, let's see. Let's call it justice. Let's call it justice is happening. And you know it's justice because there's a judge like that. There's a judge going on like that. How long did people have the judge wigs? How long do people do that? I think they still do that in England. They might still have wigs. Why do you still have wigs, people? And the big old pajama robes. Probably to try to keep some sense of decorum, but I know it doesn't work. You're all just animals. Putting yourself in your own cages is something that I could say in a court of law if I wanted things to go very badly for me. Justice. And justice is happening. Oh well, wait, I forgot the stick figure part. So for a stick figure, if justice is happening, you are so happy. You are so happy. Awesome. And okay, I had seen the one message. The hammer looks like it's emitting some kind of a bullet. Messages I missed saying, and yeah, I somehow convinced you to watch the first 3 episodes of Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, but maybe waiting to get more. And then YouTube users like to keep saying, knights are also related to fantasy. I could make a fantasy setting for it also, and that would add more incredibleness to it. A cowboy knight fighting a bandit dragon. Okay, so the dragon's a bandit. If you fight the dragon, is it harvested for its meat? I mean, okay, bandits and dragons, they both get a lot of gold, and they take it away. We are bootied up in the stick figure. Oh, one more for one more round. And there's hijinks like saying, oh no, spoilers. I've been on the subreddit and haven't seen any. They did quarantine the spoilers well enough, I think so. Most people are like mature enough, I think, and have been alright about keeping things spoiler tagged. I like sometimes for other shows I give into the temptation to click on the hidden spoiler or whatever to reveal it. Not for this one. No, I feel like nothing can make me see it on purpose. Alright, how did this go? Winnie the Pooh divorce. Drunk driving through a picnic of kids. Ow! Ow! You've fallen off so incredibly, my dear bear. You've fallen off so incredibly much. And hijinks like I was saying, just saw that post on Tumblr that showed articles suggesting that Irving was going to get good things. I'm so sorry. Oh, I really wanted to reply to that message. I'm emotionally in the shock. I'm also ready to play Gartic Phone. I'm emotionally in the shock because how do I write this? Gay tragedy. So Orpheus and Eurydice is a tragedy, and it's a tragedy partially because the characters almost make it a tragedy, unless no, I can't even write that. I'm too sad. Let's have weddings and flowers and gun. And that's the most tragedy I can put here. And there's running the show and saying I was gonna insert the entire B-movie script, but it won't let me. Ooh, now that's bold. I mean, I still. Wow. And let's put some on this though. Okay, this is probably a bad sort of scenario. One last round of Gartic Phone as we approach the end of the hour. It's probably a bad sort of scenario to explain this. Arcade is saying, I was happy that you liked the first 3 episodes, because episode 4 is when the overarching main plot kicks in. I didn't want to have to say just wait for episode 4. Oh, okay. So the Tumblr post he showed me about Severance, it's burning a hole in myself to say it. Basically, the tale of Orpheus and Eurydice is a Greek tragedy, and it's about this guy trying to get his beloved back from the land of the dead, and he almost has her, but at the last second he has just enough like doubt and messes it all up. It would have been so easy to succeed, and that's what makes it a tragedy. He just messes it all up at the end. He's trying to get her back from the land of the dead, and so I'm really glad that the master class in acting sort of stuff, that seems that seems like really great news in the post that you showed me. However, I'm partially glad of that because okay, how Pregonat is drawing like this, very Pregonat, and what happens is you can often see a foot, so I try to draw a foot there, and then you're also flying. There is a fist here, and there is a flying your arms, and you're flying. Eee! And that's how you can tell it's super. Okay, and it's like that. Basically the actor for Irving, he isn't taking on that many more projects, and people, like, at least before the season came out, were really thinking that he might not be in anymore. So if this is his last season and he's going to give a really emotional performance, I mean, it's been emotional so far, even on just one episode. Neil, please. Oh, Lemon Demon, involuntary fan visitation, cool, yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, so that's been digesting a thought. Oh, okay. that has been digesting a thought in the middle of a Gartic phone. So you're saying Standalone Complex is a mixture of standalone episodic episodes and overarching big plot. Oh, is that partially why it's called that? It's like a double reference to things in universe and out of universe. I guess breaking into your home could also be called involuntary fan visitation. And I've heard of Orpheus and Eurydice, not looking up how to spell this. Yes, it's Greek. I used to think that Persephone was pronounced Persephone because I'm American and I'm using American pronunciation values. God, that's funny. And but yeah, it's a different system of things. Hey, killed by vitamin C? Oh. You've heard of necromancy. Get ready for vitamin C? Ooh. Yeah. And so the idea does fascinate me because Hadestown is one of my favorite musicals, and it's about the tragedy of Orpheus and Eurydice, and just makes you feel all those emotions like a fresh wound on your heart. One of my favorites, but also I feel like I kind of hope that their romance is like maybe the only one that's going to be treated with like absolute seriousness. This is the one I'm invested in, that's to be sure. I basically bringing someone back from the underworld in a retrofuturist kind of way is uniquely possible in Severance, isn't it? Because it's just half a personality that's in someone's mind that's like buried like that. Thanks for that. You trying to get us in here? You trying to get us in here? Sarah showing at the pet shop. I mean, these are kind of quick. What's something that could be a little silly? A little bit of a silly Billy. Kirby and Pac-Man in romantic Greek tragedy? Well, that's as silly as I could think of. And there's somebody saying you always pronounce my name wrong. It's understandable you pronounce a Greek or whatever name wrong. I take it your name isn't a Greek or whatever. I mean, you did once say it was pronounced Alfred, and I have been, adding an entire other syllables at the start. There's, I think some kids saying, kind of the standalone complex is a thing in universe about a group of unaffiliated individuals working independently toward the same goal. Oh, huh. Things seemingly aren't connected, but they actually are, because it's the same goal. So Sonic is discovering the fan art. I mean, people like draw these pretty similarly, I feel like, in concept. They're usually like the character is so horrified. Character is so horrified. Well, how many years has Sonic even been around? Perhaps you've been around for enough years. Perhaps you know what's up. We can have a unique sort of a take. We can have anything happening. And also, I am once again drawing Sonic from memory, and it's not that good right now. Not gonna lie, it's for real. It's quite bad, I will say. Not that good, and by not that good, I mean quite bad. All right, but I remember there's like a tummy, like this, and let's write some kind of a message, and some kind of a thing. I feel like we can insert the darkness though. We can insert the darkness, and it's kind of like this, and this is going to. I feel like you're seeing it on a screen. You're seeing it on a screen in a dark room, and so to represent the darkness, we're gonna fade you off into the distance. Very nice, very nice. And this represents a phone screen or something. I don't know. There's light, and then we're having a catchphrase, because how do you know it's Sonic? How do you know if is it Sonic if he's not saying, "Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast." There's this going on. And so, I guess whatever he saw in the fan arts was happening kinda fast. Hot that something was fully drawn in here, and then it wasn't drawn. Wait a goddamn second. Is this a cinnamon roll? Cinnamon roll eating it itself solves hunger, but also it hid something from me. Solves hunger, hides secrets. That's basically it. I couldn't think fast enough to interpret that in a way that I found satisfying. Well, hopefully this one turned out more amusing, because I shall in fact go.
He has really bad intentions.
Oh dear. I wish I had thought of the last caption in a better... There we go. Oh my god. I wish I thought of a better caption. That was absolute split the brain. The fish eats its own tail? Oh, you were solving the hunger crisis. Okay, I'm just way off track. It could have been anyway. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for some fun rounds of a Gartic phone. I've had some fun with the arts, with the oh, that has been some good use of the toe reveal. I'm highly amused all around. How wonderful, how beautiful, how beauteous is. iTunes Kids in second gig has 3 types of episodes that are labeled differently for spoiler reasons, but I'll just say that there's individual, standalone, individual, overarching, and dual, bit of both, shortened to DIINDU. Oh, bit of an organization system. I feel, normally I feel a little bit of chaoticness. There's still some chaoticness. Feel a little bit lost. Oh, Pepper's Stick to send us off in the stream. But I don't know, because I was going over the favorite artworks of the year, I feel, I feel more grounded. I feel like I can have more of a direction in the arts. Thank you guys very much for being around, and I shall indeed see you guys on Tuesdays and Thursdays, my time. All regular like and stuff, unless something freaking gets me. Let's figure out the arts. Well, this whole time I normally have another light on. This entire stream I forgot the other light. I guess this has been the stream of darkness. Well, thank you guys very much for being here and being a light in the darkness. Have a great day.